Canto 11, First Terrace continued. Expansion of the Lord's Prayer. Umberto degli Aldobrandeschi. Oderisi da Gubbio. The brevity of artistic glory. Dante's preeminence foretold. Provenzano Salvani. O our Father, who are in the heavens, not circumscribed, but because of the greater love you bear those first effects up there, praised be your name and your power by every creature, for it is fitting to give thanks to your sweet Spirit. Let the peace of your kingdom come to us, for we cannot attain to it by ourselves, if it does not come with all our wit. As the angels sacrifice their wills to you, singing Hosanna, so let men do with theirs. Give us this day our daily manna, without which in this harsh wilderness he goes backwards, who most strives forward. And as we forgive all others for the evil we have suffered, do you forgive us lovingly, and do not regard our merit. Our strength, which is easily subdued, do not tempt with the ancient adversary, but free it from him who spurs it so. This last prayer, dear Lord, we do not make for ourselves, since there is no need, but for those who have stayed behind. Thus begging good progress for themselves and for us, those shades walked bearing burdens like those we sometimes dream of, variously anguished and weary all of them, around and around on the first ledge, purging the dark mists of the world. If there they always call blessings on us, back here what can be said and done for them by those who have their will securely rooted. Surely we must help them wash away the marks they took hence, so that, cleansed in light, they can go forth to the starry wheels. Ah, so may justice and mercy soon unburden you, and let you move your wings, and may they lift you according to your desire. Show us on what hand the stairway can be found most quickly. And if there is more than one crossing, teach us which has the gentler slope. For he who comes with me, because of the burden of Adam's flesh that clothes him, against his will is slow to climb. The words with which they answered these spoken by my leader came from a source not manifest, but this was said, "Come with us to the right along the bank, and you will find a pass possible for a living person to climb. And were I not impeded by the stone that tames my proud neck, so that I must keep my eyes turned down, I would look at this man who is still alive and is unnamed, to see if I know him, and to make him have pity on this burden. I was Italian, born of a great Tuscan. Guglielmo Aldobrandesco was my father. I know not if his name was ever known to you. The ancient blood and noble works of my ancestors made me so arrogant that, forgetting our common mother, I looked down on every man so much that I died for it, as the Sienese know. And every child in Campagnatico knows it. I am Umberto, and pride has harmed not only me, for all my consorts it has drawn into misfortune. And because of it I must bear this weight here among the dead until God is satisfied, since I did not do it among the living." Listening, I bent down my face, and one of them, not the one who was speaking, twisted under the weight that hampers them, and saw me and knew me and was calling, struggling to keep his eyes on me, as all bent over, I walked along with them. "Oh," I said to him, "are you not Oderisi, the honor of Gubbio, and the honor of that art called illumination in Paris?" "Brother," he said, "the pages touched by Franco of Bologna's brush laugh more. The honor is now all his, and mine in part. I would certainly not have been so generous while I lived, because of the great desire of supremacy that my heart was intent on. Here we pay the toll for such pride, and I would not be here yet, were it not that, while still able to sin, I turn to God. O vain glory of human powers, how briefly it stays green at the summit, if it is not followed by cruder ages. Cimabue believed he held the field in painting, and now Giotto has the cry, so that the fame of the first is darkened. Just so, one Guido has taken from the other the glory of our language, and perhaps he is born who will drive both of them from the nest. The clamor of the world is nothing but a breath of wind that comes now from here and now from there and changes names because it changes directions. What more claim will you have if you strip off your flesh when it is old than if you had died before you left off saying Papo and Dindi? Before 1,000 years have passed, which is a briefer space compared with eternity than the blinking of an eye to the circle that turns slowest in the sky. He who takes such short steps in front of me, all Tuscany resounded with. Now they hardly whisper of him in Siena, where he was master when the Florentine rage was destroyed. As proud in that time as now, it is whorish. Your renown is the color of grass that comes and goes, and he makes it fade who brings it unripe out of the earth. And I to him, your true words still instill good humility in my heart, and you reduce a great swelling in me. But who is he of whom you spoke just now? He is, he replied, Provenzano Salvani, and he is here because he presumed to bring all Siena into his own hands. He has walked like that, and still walks, without rest, since he died. This is the coin which must be paid by whoever presumed too much back there. And I, if a spirit that delays before repenting until the very rim of life must stay down there and not come up here, if good prayer does not help it, for as long a time as it lived, how was he allowed to come here? When he was living in greatest glory, he replied freely in the Campo at Siena. Laying aside all shame, he took his stand, and there, to free his friend from the punishment he was suffering in Charles's prison, he brought himself to tremble in every vein. I will say no more, and I know my saying is obscure, but not much time will pass before your neighbors will act so that you can gloss it. This deed set him free from those confines.